Hi friends, you welcome to Sri Guru Raghavendra Banking Coaching Center. So here we are discussing MCQs of this 18th 18th January. So MCQs we are discussing. Have a look at this particular one. So then we'll start with the first and foremost one. So who was recently appointed as a Vigilance Commissioner of India? That is a CVC, Central Vigilance Commissioner. So Central Vigilance Commission is a apex vigilance body in India, which is a apex vigilance body, and this particular which was established in 1964 on the recommendations of the Santanam Committee. The recommendations of the Santanam Committee, this CVC was introduced, and which was given statutory status in 2003. That is a CVC enactment 2003. So here like a recently appointed commissioner Sanjay Kotari given, Praveen Vasishta, TM Bhasin, and Mathur Ajay Kumar. So then this particular Central Vigilance Commissioner composition, if you observe, so up to two vigilance commissioners they come up with two vigilance commissioners and one CVC, chief vigilance commissioner, one chief vigilance commissioner, up to two vigilance commissioner they come up with that. Chief vigilance commissioner and vigilance commissioners, two members, and generally this gives advices to the central government public sector undertakings, PSUs, and the central government employees, for the vigilance, then transparency in their operations and their services. This appointment is made by the committee appointment of this particular CVC is made by committee consisting of Prime Minister, Home Minister, Leader of Opposition. So then appointments committee looks after this particular one. Then with the Prime Minister, Home Minister, and Leader of Opposition, then take part of in this particular one. So then bringing transparency in government services, public sector units, transparency, anti-corruption, and framework, accountability. So it brings transparency, accountability, and anti-corruption. సో విజిలెన్స్ దానికి రిలేటెడ్గా అనమాట, పారదర్శకతని, జవాబుదారీతనాన్ని, తర్వాత కరప్షన్ లెస్ మోడల్ని తీసుకురావడం దీని మెయిన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ అనమాట. సో హియర్ దెన్ if you observe this one, the new appointee is Sri Praveen Vasishta. This is the one. Answer B is the correct one. Praveen Vasishta is a present CVC, recently appointed CVC for us. So important one. The present CVC, Central Vigilance Commissioner. So this is the required information for this particular area. Moving to the next one. Which airline was declared as a safest airline in the world? Safest airline in the world. So then Qatar Airways, Singapore Airlines, Emirates, Qantas, and Etihad Airways. So safest airlines. There's a context here we have for the year 2026. So Etihad Airways, this is the one. Etihad. which is part of United Arab Emirates. Then ranking based on this particular ranking based on accident records and fleet age and safety audits. Based on these parameters, then this particular safest airline is recognized, that is Etihad Airways. So here like we have to focus on ICAO as well. ICAO headquarters, then we have to look at in this particular context. ICAO, then that is a International Civil Aviation Organization. International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO. ICAO. So then headquarters, then we have to know. So then International Civil Aviation Organization. Civil Aviation Organization. So this ICAO. Then the headquarters of this ICAO is located in Montreal, Canada. Montreal, Canada. That is the context here. So what is the answer here? Answer E is the correct one. E is the correct answer here. Moving to the next question. So which state launched the Grihalakshmi portal for women? So then Grihalakshmi portal. So Grihalakshmi portal. Grihalakshmi portal. Grihalakshmi portal. Then this options are given like Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. These were the options given. So then Grihalakshmi is the scheme, financial assistance scheme. Financial assistance scheme introduced by which of the following state, that is asking. So then providing 2,000 rupees of financial assistance to the women is a main objective behind then introducing this particular portal. And portal this introduced to improve the transparency, ensuring direct benefit transfers, that is DBT. To ensuring the direct benefit transparency, ensuring the direct benefit transfers, then this particular scheme was introduced, and the beneficiaries get a lump sum of 2,000 rupees per month, then under this particular scheme called Grihalakshmi scheme. So this was officially announced by the Karnataka government. So the option C is the correct one here. And like Karnataka known for women-centric welfare schemes, like Karnataka government introduced women-centric welfare schemes. Like we can observe like digital governance initiatives, a Shakti scheme, and one more is Gruha Jyoti. So Gruha Jyoti is related to the electricity provision, providing electricity facilities, and Shakti is a free bus facility. There's a context here. So then the free bus travel for women, this Shakti scheme is introduced in Karnataka only. So Karnataka related scheme, and Griha Jyoti is related to the provision of free electricity. There's a context. So answer C is the correct one here we have. And moving to the next one. Coromandel International signed an agreement for its research center with which IIT under that? With which IIT? Coromandel International, IIT Bombay, Delhi, Kharagpur, Kanpur and Madras. So IIT Madras is the correct one here. Then it's a signed an agreement with IIT Madras. So option E is the correct one. Major agriculture solutions company, this Coromandel International is a major agriculture solutions company. Agriculture Solutions company, international one, then tied up with the IIT Madras. And we know, we are very familiar with IIT Madras as the top engineering institute, known for industry academia collaboration, and which hosts multiple innovation hubs. So then, to provide sustainable agriculture, fertilizer efficiency, precision for the farming, then this particular Coromandel International tied up with the IIT Madras. So to provide sustainable agriculture, fertilizer efficiency, agriculture, this is the one, and to focus on the fertilizer efficiency, because the few states they suffered with this particular lack of efficiency in fertilizers progress and those fertilizers distribution and those. So then, to avoid that, then this Coromandel International signed an agreement with IIT Madras to look after all these areas. So precision farming. These are the areas then focus to get facilitate to the agriculture sector. Then IIT Madras tied up with this particular one. That is one. Precision farming. Precision means nothing but a perfect and ఖచ్చితమైన అనేసి పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఫార్మింగ్ ఆర్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్స్ని ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేసి రీచ్ అవ్వడానికి ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసిన మెకానిజం. దట్స్ వన్. సో దెన్ the E is the answer here. Then I'm making move to the next question. Have a look at this particular one. Who was recently appointed as a president and vice chairman of the Meta? President and vice chairman, not vice president, vice chairman. So like here, the Sheryl Sandberg, no. Nick Clegg, no. Dina Powell McCormick, and Susan Lee, no. And Javier Olivan, no. He was these two persons then the not two persons, is the same person. Dina Powell McCormick. Dina Powell McCormick is a single name. Dina Powell McCormick. So then worked as already then there in the group of this Trump's elite group. Then now he joined as a president and vice chairman of president and vice chairman of Meta brand. We are familiar with this particular Meta like our WhatsApp and then Facebook. These are Meta branded ones. This is a parent brand. This WhatsApp and Facebook are part and parcel of this particular one, Meta brand. So that is the one. So Dina Powell and McCormick. Dina Powell and McCormick. So then try to remember this particular name. Certainly then there is a chance to get asked this particular one. So then recently in news this person joined in the elite group of the President Trump, like then as a president and vice chairman of the Meta. So certainly then there is a chance to get asked this type of appointments. Meta president Dina Powell McCormick joins as a Meta president and vice chairman. That's one. And then several times then we have they ask like a YouTube president, so YouTube head as well. So if any if any social media network is in news, so certainly then there is enough chance to get asked question. And so then we have to focus on these areas. So like if you take president of YouTube now, or head of YouTube, Neil Mohan. The Neil Mohan, Indian origin, an American business executive who has been chief executive officer, social media, online video sharing platform, that is YouTube. Present head of this particular one. He's considered as a chief executive officer of this particular one. Neil Mohan. Neil Mohan, YouTube for us. YouTube. That's one. So Microsoft. Then these things. Then like we have to focus more and more. So Microsoft, like several times we discussed that Microsoft headed by Satyanarayana. Then Satyanarayana, Microsoft CEO. So that is a CEO of Microsoft. That is a Satyanarayana. Likewise, then international appointments. Then we should remember for our examination. It's very important for us. So then here then I'm moving towards this particular one. It's considering C as the right answer. And then moving to the next question, next and important one. 300-year-old black coral was recently discovered in the deep sea near which country? Deep sea near which country? So options are given like Australia, Japan, Indonesia, Philippines and New Zealand. So 300 years old, 300-year-old black coral. So then discovered in the deep sea near which country? That is absolutely New Zealand. So the answer is E, correct one. So like here discovery highlights the marine biodiversity conservation, and black corals are extremely slow growing, can live for hundreds of years. These are extremely slow growing areas, slow growing, and then they can live for hundreds of years. They can live for hundreds of years. So our answer E is the correct one. Answer E is the correct option. And then New Zealand is known for anyways, it's known for a deep sea research, and part of global efforts to protect sea ecosystem or sea mount ecosystem. చాలా సంవత్సరాల నుంచి దాదాపుగా దెన్ ఈ సీ ఎకోసిస్టమ్ని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసిన కంట్రీస్లో దెన్ న్యూజిలాండ్ స్టూడ్ ఇన్ టాప్ క్యాడర్. సో దెన్ we can opt this particular one as answer. And a 300-year-old black coral observed and protected in this particular country, that is New Zealand. So then our correct answer is E. Moving to the next one. Who launched the new translation AI model Translate Gem? This Translate Gem is available in which of the following models, like OpenAI, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon and Google. So this particular new translation AI model, like we know Google Translator general for to translate the text from one language to another language. So very familiar translator for us we have. So like to make this particular system very transparent and then very clear text transfers. So this particular Translate Gem is an advanced AI-based translation model. Translation model, and then which supports which launched by Google, which supports important India, because India has it is very important for this particular translate term is very important for India, because we have 22 languages, then 22 languages officially recognized under Schedule 8 of Indian Constitution. So then under Schedule 8, these languages, 22 languages were recognized. So then to support these 22 Indian languages, digital India and e-governance process, this particular translate gem, AI supported translate gem helps a lot. And Indian Institute Bhashini platform also there we have. Bhashini. This Bhashini platform, National Language Translation Mission, introduced under National Language Translation Mission. This was introduced, this particular Bhashini portal introduced under National Language Translation Mission under MeitY, MEITY, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So there is a context here we have. Then recently Google introduced this particular translate, the concept called translate gem. That is one. Moving to the next one. Where was India's first national capacity building program for the tribal doctors conducted? So it's a tribal doctors. India's first as a superlative, first national capacity building program. Capacity building program. Options are given like New Zealand and New Delhi, Ranchi, Bhubaneswar, Hyderabad and Guwahati. So then in this particular area, Hyderabad introduced this particular concept. A tribal doctors a program for tribal doctors conducted. So which is in Hyderabad, Telangana. To strengthening the healthcare delivery in tribal and remote areas, training doctors working with the tribal populations. Then this Telangana government emerging as a healthcare and a biotech hub. So healthcare and biotech hub introduced this particular concept called National Capacity Building Program. National Capacity Building Program, that is NCBP. So then Hyderabad hosts this particular institutions. Several institutions we know, we are very familiar with this AIMS, then is a parts and parcel of the particular entity, and CCMB, and ICMR. These are centers. Then we can observe centers introduced in Hyderabad. So then under National Health Mission, this particular the government introduced several institutions to support then respective areas and those. Ekalavya model residential schools introduced for tribal development. Ekalavya model residential schools introduced, and Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana introduced for the development of tribal groups. So tribal welfare programs. So answer is D, correct one. Moving to the next one, an important one as well. Ratapani Tiger Reserve was renamed as Dr. Vishnu Sridhar Wakankar Tiger Reserve. It is located in which state? So options are given: Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Odisha. So Ratapani Tiger Reserve is located in Madhya Pradesh. We have Madhya Pradesh, and is known for the Madhya Pradesh known for the Tiger State of India. Is known for Tiger State of India, and then highest number of tiger reserves are also there in Madhya Pradesh now. Highest number of tiger reserves. Highest number of tiger reserves are there in Madhya Pradesh. We have Madhya Pradesh. So then Dr. Recently notified as a tiger reserve, this particular Ratapani, and then it's renamed as Dr. Vishnu Sridhar Wakankar. Vishnu Sridhar Wakankar is a renowned archaeologist. Sridhar Wakankar famous renowned archaeologist and discovered Bhimbetka rock shelters. Bhimbetka rock shelters. Then these are UNESCO recognized UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this particular Bhimbetka rock shelters discovered by this Sridhar Vankar Vishnu Sridhar Vankankar. So then this particular tiger reserve renamed with his name. So then MP Madhya Pradesh tiger reserves, then if you observe, like we have got several number of tiger reserves, like famous ones like Kanha and Bandhavgarh and Satpura, Panna Tiger Reserve, and these are some of famous tiger reserves of Madhya Pradesh we have. And further, like if you observe Madhya Pradesh news, so on the with respect to the particular archaeologist Dr. Wakankar, then this particular Ratapani Tiger Reserve renamed with his name, and then this is the Madhya Pradesh is a state like where India's first triple P public private partnership since then medical colleges allowed. So medical colleges in tribal districts. In tribal districts, then these medical colleges introduced with a public-private partnership. So first state in India, then which introduced like that. And then MP Growth Summit. MP Madhya Pradesh Growth Summit recently observed in Gwalior of Madhya Pradesh. And India's first rolling budget introduced. First rolling budget introduced in the sense like if the particular year the conditions are not good, then it's moved to the next year. So rolling budget concept introduced the first state, that is India, that is Madhya Pradesh. And Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve of Madhya Pradesh. So then it's very special for cheetahs. It's a very special dwelling place for cheetahs. That's there in news here we have. And highest number of tigers there in Madhya Pradesh. There is a known one, and at the same time more tiger reserves are there in Madhya Pradesh. And at the same time, tiger deaths also more in Madhya Pradesh. Tiger deaths also there in deaths are more in Madhya Pradesh again. That is also there. And then recently Madhya Pradesh introduced AI supported forest alarming or warning system. If any stubble burn taken place, or if any unexpected things happen in the forest, so simply then to get awaken or to get notify, the forest warning system introduced first in India, that is in Madhya Pradesh. And India's first tiger corridor. India's first tiger corridor introduced in Madhya Pradesh. And then one more point, NH45, National Highway 45, India's first safest or safe road safe road travel or provided in a wildlife sanctuary. So safe road or safe movement, a travel or transit is provided for then these wildlife in Madhya Pradesh in National Highway 45. So these many things then we have to discuss under then this Madhya Pradesh. So answer C is the correct one. Moving to the next one. Recently, according to the SEBI chairman, what is the India's position globally in terms of the number of IPOs? IPOs or initial public offers. Initial public offers. Then we are very familiar with this particular one. Initial public offer. So SEBI established and SEBI and Securities Exchange Board of India officially established in 12th April 1988 and which got statutory status in 1992. So then it's a statutory body anyways for us we have. This mode SEBI is an independent and powerful market regulator. It's a capital market regulator. We know it as a capital market regulator. And India leads the world in terms of India leads the which position global in terms of IPOs initial public offers lo India position ఏంటి అని అడుగుతున్నాడు recent term లో. According to the recent statement and data shared in IPO market, India has emerged as the world's largest IPO market by the number of issues. That is the first position. Answer A is the correct one. So like India recorded 311 IPOs, 311 IPOs, raising approximately then 1.7 billion dollars, sorry, trillion dollars, 1 trillion rupees and 1.7 trillion rupees, making it number one globally by IPO count. IPO count lo number one in the number one ga move ayadam jarigindi anamata. And while India leads the number of IPOs in terms of funds raised, it ranked third. Funds raised lo IPOs wise India top. Funds raise, so capital market lo funds raise lo like then India stood in third position. India stood at third position, and the front runners are US and China. US and China. Then it's moving three or fourth positions. India moving third or fourth position. Then European Union is in sometimes like it's in moving to third position, and sometimes it's moving to the fourth position. So that is the context here we have. So many small and mid-sized firms are choosing public listing as a source of growth capital. That's the concept. So it stood in first position. Answer A is the correct one. Moving to the next one. So recently with whom then was Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina. Opposition leader Maria Corina shared her Nobel Peace Medal. So announce చేశారు Nobel Peace Medal ని షేర్ చేసుకుంటాను అని. So like Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina. So like Maria Corina Machado. She belongs to the opposition leader of Venezuela. Recently, Madura, the president of that particular country, then anyways like taken control by the US system, the US government. So like this opposition leader Maria Corina Machado of Venezuela opposition leader and the prominent critic of the Nicolas Maduro. Nicolas Maduro is present president of Venezuela. Recently got control by US president. So then 2025 she was awarded with the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Peace Prize. She got 2025 Nobel Peace Prize, Maria Correa Machado, like then Peace Award. Tireless work on promoting the democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to the democracy. So this is the moment, like then on 15th January, then Machado visited the White House and presented her Nobel Peace Prize medal to the US President Donald Trump as a symbolic gesture. Machado said she gave the medal in recognition of what she described as his support for Venezuelan freedom and his actions related to the political situation in Venezuela. So Trump accepted the medal and then publicly thanked her, calling the gesture one of the mutual respect. There's a part. Called it as a mutual respect. And then the Norwegian Nobel Committee, which awards this particular Nobel Peace Prize, clarified that a Nobel Peace cannot be shared, transferred, or revoked once awarded. Even if the Machado gives the physical medal to the someone else, then she remains the official laureate, and the honor of winning the prize stays with her. That is a context. So then there is a point we have to focus on this particular turn. So Alexei Navalny, not Trump, is not like whom Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina shared the Nobel Prize. Shared Nobel Prize. There is Trump, some Toby Cares, Krashorikai, and ACS Supriya Sahu. These were the options given. And Supriya Sahu, then she got Tamil Nadu's. She belongs to Tamil Nadu. Won UNEP 2025 Champions of Earth Award. She got Champions of Earth Award. Champions of Earth Award. So that is the context. She belongs to that. So here answer B is the correct one for this particular question. Answer B is the correct one. Toby Kears. So then these are names then we can observe in news in general. Moving to the next question. Recently with Chess Grandmaster of India, which chess master of Grandmaster of India has Aryan Varshini of the national capital become? Aryan Varshini. So then from Delhi, New Delhi, she became the Grandmaster. 90th already recorded, 91st recorded. So then making the 92nd. Second one is 92nd is the correct one. Answer C is the correct one. So Aryan Varshini is a 21-year-old chess player from New Delhi, earned the Grandmaster status, the highest title awarded in the chess, making India's 92nd Grandmaster. And Aryan secured his third and final Grandmaster norm at the Andernek Margan Memorial Tournament, which was observed in Armenia. In Armenia tournament, then she achieved this particular one. There's a special thing here we have. Delhi's chess legacy, then if you observe, then several people are there from Delhi, then who got the Grandmaster status. So like alongside players like Parimrazan Negi, and Abhijit Gupta, Sriram Jha, Sahaj Govar, Pitu Gupta, Aryan Chopra. So likewise several people are there from Delhi. Then these are GMs from Grandmaster from Delhi. And like Grandmaster is a title, then is the highest official title awarded by the FIDE. So Federation of World Chess Federation, to elite chess players once earned the title held for life. So then there is a context here we have. This Grandmaster, India's first chess Grandmaster, that is Vishwanathan Anand. Then the title, he won the title in 1980 to over so then in the 1980s to over 19 today, India has become a major force in the world chess producing young grandmasters like Pragnananda, Gukesh, Arjun Erigasi, and now Aryan Varshani. That's the part. So answer C is the correct one. Moving to the next one. So recently, which foundation day has the Indian Meteorological Department celebrated? So then, since the celebrated Meteorological Department, IMD, Indian Meteorological Department was established officially in 15th January 1875. So then by 15th January 2026, then it observed 151 years. This is the 151st anniversary. So 151 is there in options. Answer D is the correct one. So India's National Meteorological Services under the which works under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. It works under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Earth Sciences, weather forecasting, cyclone tracking, climate monitoring, earthquake alerts, and providing data for agriculture, aviation, shipping, disaster management, and public safety are the functions of this particular IMD here we have. And so then there is a context. There is a regional celebrations. Aizawl Meteorological Center held formal observance highlighting the IMD's legacy in weather forecasting. So then it's a very special. The functions లో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అనమాట అవి. మేజర్ వెదర్ ఫోర్కాస్టింగ్ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. వెదర్ ఫోర్కాస్టింగ్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, లైక్ మన నార్త్ ఈస్టర్న్ స్టేట్స్కి చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇవి. అండ్ సైక్లోన్ ట్రాకింగ్ కూడా ఉంటుంది ఈ ఫంక్షన్స్లో. సైక్లోన్ ట్రాకింగ్ అండ్ క్లైమేట్ మానిటరింగ్ and here we have providing data for which provides data for agriculture, disaster management, shipping, airways. So all these are functions of IMD. Here we have 151st celebration. Moving to the next one. And recently, where was the Spituk Guster festival started? This is a general festival observed not in Uttarakhand, not in Arunachal Pradesh, not in Sikkim. And then Ladakh is the correct answer here we have. So answer D is the correct one. So this particular monastic festival, అంటే లైక్ మన ఈ తోలు బొమ్మలు లాగా అనమాట. మోనాస్టిక్ అంటే మన దయ్యపు బొమ్మలు అలాంటి వాటిని యూజ్ చేస్తారనమాట. స్పుతిక్ గస్టర్ అనే దానిలో హ్యాస్ కమెన్స్డ్ ఇన్ లడాక్. సో మాన్స్టర్స్ అంటే ఈ దయ్యపు బొమ్మలు, దిష్టి బొమ్మలు లాంటి వాటిని తగిలించుకొని డ్యాన్స్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారనమాట. సో అబ్జర్వ్డ్ ఆఫ్టర్ అ వీక్ లాంగ్ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ ద డిఫరెంట్ రిచువల్స్ అన్ని ఫినిష్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత దీన్ని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ ఈజ్ రూటెడ్ ఇన్ అ టిబెటన్ బుద్ధిస్ట్ ట్రెడిషన్. దిస్ స్పుతిక్ ఈజ్ అ traditional Buddhist culture anamata. So that is there in your Ladakh. So Ladakh is the right answer. This is observed in Ladakh. So answer D is the correct one. Moving to the next one. And where will India's first sovereign AI park to be established? Sovereign AI park, artificial intelligence park. That is options given: Chennai, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Surat, and Gandhinagar. It's not Bengaluru, Mumbai, Surat, and Gandhinagar. This is observed in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So then first option is the correct one. The government of Tamil Nadu signed a memorandum of understanding with the generative AI. So Tamil Nadu government tied with this particular one, MOU with this particular one. Generative AI company, Saravan AI. Generative AI company, Saravan AI. So then for the project then which involves an initial investment more than 10,000 crores. And then the park will be near IIT Madras, which is going to introduce at IIT Madras Research Park. There's a context. So answer A is the correct one here we have. So these are the MCQs like then for this particular day. We'll discuss the additional information in the next coming session. Thank you.